Hello and good evening, everyone. Want to welcome you to this evening's webinar, The 12 Steps to Start Your Business. This is Kenny Pugh, excited to have you with me to participate in this specific topic of how to get your business up and running, the things that you need to do to make it happen, and how to do it and be confident in your ability to convert and make it a part of the success story that you're getting ready to make. And so I'm excited to welcome you to tonight's webinar. It is going to be fun. We're going to cover a lot of content, and hopefully at the conclusion of our time together today, you'll be able to say, okay, I feel confident about moving forward and growing or starting my business or taking an idea and growing it to the next level so that I can be successful with the business that I decide to create. And so I'm excited once again to welcome you to tonight's webinar, 12 Steps to Start Your Business. Let's see what we can do to help make your dream a reality. And so I'm going to jump right into it. And I want you to sit back. I want you to relax. I want you to make sure that you have something that you can write with, and that will allow you to take notes. And then also know that I will make myself available afterwards so that if you have any additional questions upon completion of tonight's webinar, that you'll be able to do that as well. So let's go ahead and get started. You should be able to see my screen, 12 Steps to Start Your Business, and we will take it from there. About me. My name is Kenny Pugh. I'm a life and business coach, entrepreneur, life coach. I help entrepreneurs. And so over a period of time, I've allowed the business, the people that I work with to really drive what kind of services that I provide and the things that I try to offer as solutions to the people I work with. And so I help transform people's lives. I also help people start businesses, and I consider myself to be the life coach to entrepreneurs. And I have a great time doing that, helping people like yourself grow and start a business, grow the business, and then help you balance what is going on after you have created your business so that you can be successful with it. I am a contributor to blackenterprise.com. You might see some of my work out there as well. And then also I was a contributor to HLN, which is Headline News, based out of Atlanta, Georgia. And I had a great time doing that as well. I have some clips up on the website if that's something that you'd be interested in seeing, some of the interviews that I did while I was a contributor for. Experience for me, I have a lot of financial services experience and working with people. And so I think that's the main focus there, is that I had a chance to lead teams at various Fortune 100 companies, and I got a chance to really learn what motivates people, how people are motivated to perform and accomplish things to be successful. And that's something I want to see happen within your life as well. And so that is, kind of the background of my experience. I am a people transformer. I like to transform people, make them better, allow them to receive the success that they desire. And I want you to be a part of that story as well. And that's why we're here tonight, to help to give you some tips and some tools to hopefully motivate you to stop procrastinating and start that business. It is the first month of the year. A lot of people have made resolutions about different things that they want to accomplish. And I hope that this particular marketing campaign to get you to register for this webinar is something that really is resonating within you. I want you to really say, okay, I have a business inside of me. I just need to give birth to it. And so that's what we're going to talk about today. My brand is Kenny Pugh LLC. That's what I do a lot of my workshops and presentations under. And I've started something new called Move Beyond Average. Move Beyond Average. And I'll share more about that at a future time. I'm an educator. I help people improve their businesses and their lives through workshops, one-on-one coaching, and webinars. And so that's what we're doing here tonight. And so here's a quick little clip or a little photo of me on HLN, talking about being single, celibate, and sexy, or single, sexy, and celibate. They brought me on to talk about my experience as a single man in Atlanta and who opted to live a celibate lifestyle. So that was part of the lifestyle experience that I gained as well. I also was brought on to talk about fathers know best and understanding the role that fathers play in their child's life or in the lives of their children. And really, this particular interview was about a father who had almost an interview for his daughter's then boyfriend, which then turned into fiance and now husband. And so that they brought me on to talk about my perspective on that. I was also brought on to talk about financial services and love and money and how money and relationships kind of play together. So I've had a chance to have those experiences. You see me here on Atlanta Live interviewing with Hassani Pettiford and his wife, and I had a great time doing all things relationships, business, lifestyle, etc. And so we shared for about 30 minutes on this program as well. And so you saw the photo of me with uh, the host of HLN talking about being single, sexy, and celibate. Well, things have changed for me now. This is my family. I got married in December of 2014. And so here is my family. My wife is on the right side there, standing up next to me. And those are our lovely children there. I inherited them as part of the love that I have for my wife. And now they are my children. They are in college. And this was an actual photo to reenact a childhood photo of my son and my daughter who at some point, I believe they were in Buffalo during that time, took a photo with my son having cake on his face just like this. And so this was a reenactment of that photo. So this is my family. I'm no longer single. I'm no longer celibate, but I do consider myself to hopefully still be attractive. So I want to be sexy to my wife. Let's talk about being social and transitioning a little bit. Let's talk about being social. Let's talk about getting busy, stopping the procrastination, and really getting you pointed to start getting the steps in order for you to launch your business. I want you to connect with me on these various platforms. Some of you might just be on Facebook. Some of you might just be on Twitter or Instagram or on YouTube. But here's how you can find me on those platforms. And there are other platforms as well. You can go out to my website. I list those different platforms out there as well. And you can simply click the button to connect with me on those different platforms as well. And so that's where we are at this point. My story, just to give you a little bit about who I am, I grew up in a place called Trotwood, Ohio, which is a suburb of Dayton, Ohio. I graduated from high school with honors. I attended The Ohio State University, and I studied industrial and systems engineering. And that was something that was, very near and dear to my heart, my experience there. I graduated and I obtained a job in consulting. So I had a chance to go into different companies and provide insight and help managing projects and helping them with business processes, helping them with technology, all of the things that I do in the lives of entrepreneurs from a business standpoint. And then also working with them to understand how to motivate my employees, motivate their employees to do better, to get productivity, and to really move forward with being productive as an individual, as an employee, as a group, as a company. And so I've transitioned and really translated those skills that I gained there to really move into the career that I have today. I worked countless hours. I made money, but actually something was missing from my life. Lesson number one is this, and I'll give a couple of those along the way. No matter what company you work for, or how much money you make, if you aren't living out your purpose, there will always be a void in your life. And that was something that I found and figured out very quickly, that if you don't work in alignment with your purpose, you will always have a void. It does not matter if you're an attorney with loads of money. It doesn't matter if you're a doctor with a lot of money. If you're not working in something that makes you happy and smile, eventually there's going to be a void. And that's something that you have to identify with and really determine, okay, at what point am I going to try to do what I need to do to transition from this void that I have in my life, and then really fill that void with something that you know to align with your purpose. And so you notice I didn't say go in and quit your job tomorrow, because for some of you, this business launch might be something that you do part-time, and it will be a complement to what you do in your career right now. And that's okay. And that is something that a lot of people won't tell you, is that some of you have obligations where you need to continue to work your 9 to 5. But there is a responsibility that you have to do whatever it takes to launch the thing that aligns with your purpose, so that you can feel happy and confident and eventually build a bridge from your 9 to 5 into doing what you truly love inside your heart. Lesson number two is this: the two most important days in your life are the day that you are born, and then the day that you find out why you were born. And that is, according to Mark Twain, that was a powerful quote. Many of us are born, but most of us and most people don't figure out or identify why they were born. Or it's not until they have chronologically advanced and they are looking back, reflecting back over their lives, that they determine, man, I've lived all this time and I had a love for kids. I had a love for helping people. I had a love for working with students or whatever the case may be. And I never did that. And I don't want you to be one of those people that find yourself advancing chronologically, but not really realizing that which you have been called to do. And it's important for you to really, really move into a place, man, that you can do what you know you've been called to do. And so hopefully you are on this webinar this evening because you know that there is something that you have been called to do and that you want to figure out the steps on how to make it a reality. Working in corporate America gave me possessions, but it did not align with my purpose. And then it did not give me the satisfaction that I know I deeply desired. Guess what? I left my consulting job, then I started my own business in real estate investing, and then it failed. It failed. So I had to really come to grips with the fact that I moved from one place in my life to another, doing something that I thought I wanted to do, and then realized that it failed. I lost about $85,000 through my real estate investment business, and it had nothing to do with my knowledge of what was going on. It had everything to do with me becoming full of myself and not really dotting the I's and crossing the T's and doing what I needed to do to make sure that all transactions are followed with a level of excellence that allows you to really experience success. And so I ended up losing a lot of money. I was devastated. I was depressed. I was disappointed. I was dejected. Lesson number 3 is this: is when you're at your lowest point that you sometimes have your greatest revelation. And that was so true for me. So what was I going to do? I ended up getting another corporate job to get back on my feet. Lesson number 4 is this: the worst outcome is that you can always go back to what you're currently doing. And so one of the things that people have as one of the blocks or the fears is that they don't know what happens if it doesn't work. Well, if it doesn't work, then you just find yourself getting another job. But for most of the people that I end up working with, we end up building a bridge so that you don't incur the level of risk that you would take if you are not prepared to make the leap full time. And so that is the worst thing that can happen, is that you end up failing like I did the first time and end up having to go back and get another job. I ended up working until I had to come face to face with my fears again. It was time to decide whether or not I was going to step back out again. So I procrastinated until the point where I was miserable. I was miserable. I was going into a place that I didn't like, and I realized that this cannot be life. And so you might be in that position even right now, going into a place that you do not like, and allow that to serve as the fire, the motivation for you to take action even tonight, to go ahead and take the steps required to launch your business. Why procrastinate? Lesson number 5 is this: don't procrastinate because you're only delaying your success. And you look back and you see everybody who's being successful, and you start to say, man, I wish I could be successful, but you don't know the road that they took to get to their success. Most people see what I'm doing today. They don't realize that I've had a couple of initiatives fail. They don't realize that I had a real estate business that failed. They don't realize that I had to go back and get another job. They don't realize that I lost $85,000 and I was in debt upside down in addition to that. They don't realize that I had to find a way to get up out of that situation. All people see is what's happening today. They see me smiling. They see me with my family enjoying life. They see me doing the things that make me happy. And I want everybody to experience that, but don't necessarily think that yours is going to happen overnight, because it won't. You're going to have to work hard. But if you're doing what you are purposed to do, it's not going to be something that you're going to dread. You're going to enjoy the learning experience. You're going to embrace the learning experience. And so that's what I want you to do. And that's what life is all about. But you procrastinate, you suppress the smile and the joy that's awaiting on the inside of you. And that's no way to live. You remain inside of the box that has been placed around you. People telling you you can't do this, you can only do that. You go to a place where people are telling you what to do all the time. You remain inside of the box that has been placed around you, and that's no way to live. You fail to launch your legacy building dream. What does that mean? Is that when you start a business, you have a chance to do something that is going to leave a legacy for future families, your family members. Don't you want to do something that you can pass down to your family? Don't you want to get your family involved in your business and teaching them about how to pursue their dreams? That's what leaving a legacy is all about. And that is so, so powerful. I want you to imagine the possibilities. I want you to imagine being able to live out your greater purpose. I want you to imagine never experiencing another Monday morning again. Imagine creating revenue doing something that you love. Imagine being able to create an exit from your normal 9 to 5. Imagine being able to spend more time with your family. Imagine those things. And I ask the question, what are you waiting on? If not now, when? There's no better time than right now to really say, okay, today is the day that I'm going to make a decision and moving forward and pursuing my dreams. No one can pursue your dreams but you. I can want it all I want, but until you have the motivation to take the step, then it's only going to sit dormant. And some of you have already made the determination every year that I'm going to start my business, and this is something that you probably should have done a few years ago. That's okay. That's okay, because we're going to take the step tonight. We're going to get you the information that you need to take the step to move forward tonight. Procrastination has gotten you everything that you've gotten this far. So if you haven't launched that business, it's not because it wasn't there, because it's probably been there for some time. It's just that you haven't taken the steps. And I asked the question, what are you waiting on? Are you ready to take action? And only you know the answer to that. I can help propel you to move forward, but you have to make up in your mind to say, yes, I'm ready to make it happen. 12 steps to start your business. I'm going to cover as much as I can during our time, and I promise to show you how you can take it further. I'm going to share the 12 steps to start your business, the biggest issue getting started with your business, and then 25 business ideas that you can start today if you don't have a business idea in mind. And then I also will give you some information on how I can assist you with the process if that's something that you would like assistance in doing. So let's go ahead and get started. The 12 steps to get started. Step number 1, you have to make a decision. Until you make up in your mind, until you make a decision mentally like, yes, I'm ready to pursue my dreams. Yes, I'm ready to move forward doing what I know I'm supposed to be doing. Yes, I need some additional money coming in so that I can pay for my child's college. It's going to happen only after you make a decision. And until you make the decision, your idea will sit stagnant. It's the most important step in realizing your dream. The biggest battle that you will ever face is the one located between your ears. And that's the battlefield of your mind. Don't become a victim of paralysis by analysis. Why? Because you will never, ever take a step forward. There's never going to be a perfect time other than you saying, okay, I'm ready to make moves now. People who overanalyze things never really get started. And the people who are successful were content enough about taking the steps and learning along the way. I would have never thought that I would be in the position that I'm in today based off of the things that I initially had thought about for myself. I was like, okay, let me take this step and let me figure out how to learn along the way. Great business owners don't know everything. They just are flexible enough to learn along the way. And that will be you. Plus, you got to understand your why. You can't have the desire to start a business based off of what. And when I talk about the what, I'm just talking about things. I want money. Well, money is good, but when things get tough, that's not going to be the thing that will take you to the next level to persevere through adversity. Your why will take you through adversity. And there's a difference between your what and your why. The what can be, I want money. The why is, I want money so that I can get out of debt. I want to buy a house. I want money so that I can take vacations with my family. Once you understand your why, it gives your what so much more meaning. So start today, make that decision. That's step number one. Step number two, know your market. If you have an idea, have you started researching the people who are doing what you want to do? The key to success of your business is to know your market. Be the expert of your company. Know the stuff that you want to do inside and out. If you're a teacher, be the best teacher you can be. If you know how to fix cars, be the best mechanic that you can be. If you know how to fix computers, be the best computer technician that you can be. If you know how to teach people information, like I do from an information standpoint, be the best person that you can be. Know who your competitors are, and then know how you differ from your competitors so that when you're marketing, you can highlight those things. There are a ton of people who are doing branding out there, but what makes you do branding differently? There are a bunch of people who start restaurants and things of that nature, but what makes you different? How do you differ from your competitors? Number three, sample your product or your service. Create a sample of your product and your service to share with others so that people can get an experience and you can get feedback for what you think you are supposed to be doing. Because there's something about confirmation. If you feel like you were born to teach others, then go out and do a sample session of you teaching others. If you want to start a restaurant or a bakery or a child care company, a lawn service, go out and figure out if that's something that people are willing to pay you for. Solicit feedback, obtain data to help you refine the idea that you believe in. You might say, I want to open a bakery, and you think you can cook cakes and pies and muffins and those sorts of things, but people might only enjoy your German chocolate cake or your red velvet cake, and you might have to build your business around niche products. That's okay. There are people that are building businesses around just selling cupcakes, and they're doing very well. Leverage resources like the Small Business Administration Score.org and the Entrepreneurs Organization EONetwork.org to help you as you're going through this whole process of sampling and getting information on how to be successful with that. Number four, draft your business plan. The key to organizing and navigating your business is having it in one location and capturing information that you need to be successful. Your business plan can be the one-stop shop to capturing the various areas of your business. Business plans usually capture your mission, the vision, your team. If it's just you, your background, what you do, what kind of products and services you're going to offer, how much you're going to charge for those things. All that stuff can be captured within your business plan so that you can see if it's something that can be profitable. It's a tool for keeping you focused so that you don't start thinking that, hey, I want to start this bakery, but I also want to sell, hamburgers, or I also want to sell, whatever those things are. That's not something you want to do. You want to make sure that you stay focused. So a business plan is something that can keep you focused along the way. Don't get too consumed trying to perfect your business plan, though, because it will never be perfected. And so I have clients that I work with, they get so caught up in the business plan that they never really launch. And I have to push them to say, hey, your business plan is going to be something that you're going to work on an ongoing basis. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what the people tell you. You can take the feedback, incorporate the feedback. Let's get started. And I will tell you the same thing. Experiencing and continuing to take steps will help your business. And the tool that I use for my business plan is enloop.com. That's ENLOOP.com. There's some other business plan software out there as well. And that's something that I also share with my clients should you choose to work with me going forward. Number five, understand the best structure for your business. Pay attention to details of legalizing your business, because you don't want to start a business without your business being legalized. You need to decide on a sole proprietorship, an LLC, S Corp, C Corp, whatever that looks like. Give your business a name, and then you can solicit assistance from a business consultant, a CPA or lawyer to determine what works best for you. And the people that I end up working with, I provide a list of options and some resources to help you out with that as well. Incorporate.com, NOLO.com, BizFilings.com, and the Secretary of State's websites are all resources you can use to get information about structuring your business. I'm a big fan of leveraging the Secretary of State's website, It gives you a wealth of information out there, as does bizfilings.com, nolo.com, incorporate.com. And so you can leverage those as well. Number 6, have a financial plan in place. Despite what you may hear, you will need money to operate your business. And so there are some people that are under this facade that they can start a business with no money down. They'll never, ever have to invest $1 of their money in their business. And that's a lie. At some point, you're going to need supplies. At some point, you're going to need marketing money. At some point, you're going to need to hire assistants. At some point, you're going to be in a place where cash flow might not be in abundance, and that you might have to inject your business with some cash flow. There are some situations that will require you to have the need to put money into your business, and that's okay. When you need money, you can self-fund it. There are people that leverage their resources to do that. You can use investors. You can use a bank or lending institution to help you out with that process as well. Also, people use crowdfunding, where you have this idea and you say, okay, I'm ready to move forward with this idea. And hey, guys, I want to start a business helping at-risk youth, and you put it out there and get people to contribute towards that thing that you're trying to do. And so you can do what is known as crowdfunding, and you've seen them out there: GoFundMe, Kickstarter. There are some other ones out there as well. Number 7, know the components you need for your business to operate. That's step number 7. You need to know your business inside and out. You need to know the components of any business. And those include people, processes, products, and technology. The people is, understanding what each person will do. Are you going to roll solo, or are you going to have employees? The processes, what are the steps to get your product or your service into the hands of your customers? How does that flow? How will it operate? You need to understand that as well. You need to understand your products and your services. The quality is your customer's experience. And so the products and the services that you offer, provide it with a sense of excellence so that your customer has that experience and they are willing to go out and share with others. Technology, what tools will help your business operate? You're going to need a website. You're going to need a way to accept payments. You're going to need a way to communicate with your customers. You're going to need a phone line to be able to have people contact you. So you need to understand what tools will be required to help your business operate. Number 8, are you going to hire an outsourced business or assistance, I should say? All business owners need help, and you'll not be the exception to that. Are you going to be the one that's going to go out and sell? Are you going to be the one that's going to create your marketing materials? Are you going to be the one that's going to update your website? There's so many aspects to business, and you might have to outsource through the use of contractors, some online virtual assistants. You might be able to bring in interns, but you just need to understand how your business is structured. And are you going to leverage those things, or are you going to burn out like most entrepreneurs trying to do everything yourself? Hopefully that resonates with you. Will you have a partner? Trying to do everything in your business takes away from what you should focus on, which is making money. And you do that by going out and meeting with people, closing deals, and making sales. That's what it's all about. Will you hire full-time employees or outsource to contractors? Take your time hiring people into your business because they ultimately represent your brand, and that's not something that you want to tarnish. Number 9, create the process flow for how your business operates. Build your processes so that you can fully visualize how your business flows. Process flows help train your employees, and that helps to keep you on track. Creating a process flow really helps you to identify snags that your customers may experience. And so what happens when someone visits your website? What happens when they click that button to purchase from you? What will they see? What happens when they want to contact you? What happens when they submit a form online? What happens when they call this number? Is it going to ring directly to you? Is it going to take them through a set of steps that they can follow? Just kind of understanding how the flow of your business will operate. And that will help you out and make your life a lot easier when you're operating your business. Step number 10, market, network, advertise, then network some more. Marketing is preparing your product or service for the marketplace. Networking is leveraging your personal and your business connections to bring you a regular supply of new people, new business, people that want what you have. And then advertising is the process of making your product and service known to the marketplace. So radio, online advertising, social media, whatever it looks like for you. And so understand this, though: the best advertising is word of mouth. So when people tell other people, it automatically brings a level of credibility along with it. Number 11, assess what is working is the 11th step to starting your own business. Understand what is working. Plans don't always work. Listen to your customers. Don't ignore the data, and realize that your customers will provide you with the feedback that will help you to become successful. And this is the last step, the 12th step of the 12 steps to get you started with your own business is be flexible. What works today may not work tomorrow. And you got to be okay with that. Being flexible, being open to change. As you have seen, a lot of major organizations and companies go out of business. Why? Because what works today may not work tomorrow. Ask the taxi companies who thought they had a lockdown on the transportation business throughout the cities and the different places. But there was an invention called Uber, where people now have the ability to request their own drivers to go from point A to point B without having to go through a taxi company. People every day who want to earn additional money and have access to be able to carry a device around and be notified when someone needs to be taken from point A to point B. And now Uber is one of the most powerful, financially powerful companies from the perspective of they don't own any cars. Think about that. Uber is a transportation company, yet they don't own any cars. Taxi cabs all across the country, companies own these vehicles, and now they have these vehicles and they have to compete with a company who owns no cars, but is taking their lunch money. It's powerful to understand what works today may not work tomorrow, and you always want to be flexible for change. Times change, technology changes, and then people change. And as long as you understand that, you have to always be in a process of improving yourself. Powerful. This is what really takes your business to the next level, because some of you have ideas out there that you want to launch and start, but what people actually might actually pay you for might be a slight variation of what you actually envision today. And that's okay. You just have to be flexible and don't be so stiff that you're not willing to change. Keep up with the trends in your industry, and that will allow you to stay ahead of the game. And that's a powerful thing. So I give you the 12 steps really to start and be successful in business, but I also want to give you a 15-point checklist so that you can have this as well. And if you're interested in this, I can send this out and share this with you via email as well. So the 15-point checklist is this. Pick something that you love to do. Choose a company name. File a trademark to protect your business. Decide on the company structure. Apply for your business name or doing business as identifier. Make the official filing with the state so it's legal. Number 7, apply for a federal tax ID number. Apply for a business license is number 8. Check your zoning requirements if that's something that you need to do if you decide to work from home. Consider home or business liability insurance. It is very powerful to make sure that you're protecting your business. And you got to keep that in mind. Establish a separate business phone line. I do not want you to have a phone line that is connected directly to your personal phone. Because if you launch a business and it's unprofessional, then that's not something that you want to have happen. Establish a separate business phone line, and it can be as simple as getting an account with a grasshopper.com or evoice.com or googlevoice.com that simply assigns a number to you that when someone calls it, it'll ring your home phone, it'll ring your cell phone, but at least you'll know that it's a business call coming in and that you can answer and address it accordingly. Number 12, open a business checking account, and that's number 12. Number 13, get the IRS publications for small business and read them to understand guidelines on taxes. Apply for a seller's permit or resale number if that's something that is required for you as well. And then number 15, investigate health insurance options, especially before you quit your job. And I say that from experience. Getting insurance through your employer generally gives you a lower price than if you go out on your own. So Some of you will remain employed just for this particular point, but that's something that you need to investigate as well. So what am I going to tell you to do now? I'm going to tell you to quit procrastinating. You have to know yourself. You've been with yourself your entire life. Understand how procrastination impacts you. When you procrastinate, it does something to you. Think about the source of why you procrastinate and why you haven't started your business yet. And we need to correct that so that you can start your business and make the moves necessary to make that happen. You need to practice effective time management because why? You want to start a new business and you have to dedicate time to make that happen. That's important because some of you have made the excuse that I don't have time to start my business. Well, this is important because this helps you to propel towards your why. So if we have to designate an hour a night, an hour a week, a couple hours on the weekend, whatever that looks like to get this business running, let's make it happen. Create estimates on what you need to do and compare how long it really takes you to do that particular task and just prioritize what's important. This should be important to you. I want you to change your perspective. I want you to think about why this is important. Think about this business leading to you being able to leave a legacy for your family, to be able to make more money for your family, to be able to pay for the college education for your kids, to be able to now get out of debt, to be able to do the things that you want to do so that you don't have to live paycheck to paycheck. Think about why this is important and change your perspective. And then look beyond the results to your why at all times, because the why will persevere when your what is in question. Number 4, commit to the assignments. List out tasks, mark them off. If you need to research names, do that, then mark the task off your list. If you need to research whether or not you want to invest in a full-fledged home office phone system versus one of the virtual ones that I list, you commit to the assignments that are before you. And when you get done, mark them off so that you know that you're one step closer to experiencing or fulfilling your dream of having a business. And then take a deep breath and celebrate along the way. And so I tell you those things so that you stop procrastinating. The choice is yours. You can continue procrastinating or you can take action now. I prefer for you to take action now. The coach in me says, take action now. If you want to start a business, all right, let's go ahead and take the steps that are required to take action now. I offer personalized business coaching to help you start and grow your business. That's what I do as part of what I do for my clients. I only take a few clients at a time so that I can help immerse myself in your business to help you succeed. And that's what I want to do for you. And so if you are interested in starting your business and you need some assistance in making it happen, I want you to contact my office. Matter of fact, I want you to take out your device right now and send me an email to info@kennypugh.com. info@kennypugh.com. I want you to email me right now and say, I want additional information. It's not committing you to do anything other than now that you have some tools that can help you move forward. Say, I want additional information. Pull out your phone, your tablet, your computer, go over to your email browser and say, and send me an email, info@kennypugh.com, and just simply in the subject line or in the body say, I want additional information. I'm ready to start moving forward right now. And so I'll give you a second to do that. Pull out your phone, your tablet, pull it up, send me a quick email, info@kennypugh.com, and say, I want additional information. And so I can reach out and touch base with you on how to make your dream a reality. info@kennypugh.com or contact me 404-496-4092, which is information listed on the screen there. If you're connected to me on social media, you can use that as an outlet too. Just send me a message. I want more information. I was on a webinar tonight. I want more information. And I'll get you the information that's required. You might be able to do one of my self-study courses. You might want to participate in my group courses. You might want to participate in a VIP session where we just lock ourselves in a room and make your business become a reality. You can see it and you walk out with a blueprint in hand that you can use to really execute your dreams and launching your business. And so there's something for everyone on the call. There's something for you that's less expensive. Some of it requires a little more of an investment, but just simply send me an email, info@kennypugh.com, with the simple statement in it that says, I want additional information because I want to give it to you. With that being the case, I also promised you that I will give you 25 businesses that you can start. And this is for those of you who might be looking for something to do. So let's go ahead and run through them. Real estate, automobile detailing, personalized gifts, senior citizen services, starting an import or export business, arts and crafts. If you have a gift of creating stuff, I have a friend that started a gift basket business and is making six figures doing it. So whatever it is that you're good at, you can start and build a business around it. Number 7, you might want to start a cleaning service. You might want to start a pet sitting service. You might want to create websites for people if you have that gift. You might want to be a teacher. You might want to start a moving service. You might want to teach people self-defense. Those are some things that you can offer as services as well. Number 13, interior decorator. Number 14, errand service. Number 15, you might want to become an eBay seller. You know, you have all of these different options that you can look at. Information marketing. That's something that I do. You package up information and then you offer it to people. Some of you know something that somebody else doesn't know. You might know how to, you might be a guru at Excel, teaching people how to use Excel. You might be someone who teaches people how to use their iPhones or their Androids. You might be someone who can teach people how to create documents in Microsoft Word. If you know how to do it, package it up and sell that insight, because there are people willing to pay for what you know. And that's a powerful thing. Number 17, personal trainer. Number 18, consulting. Number 19, being a professional organizer. You might have the gift of organizing people's closets and their offices and their workspaces and all that stuff. You can build a business around that. Babysitting, junk removal, becoming a videographer if that's something you have skills with. Social media manager. Some people have started candle businesses. I mean, it's just, the list goes on and on. Number 25, a personal assistant. That might be something that you want to do as well. I want to give you more than I presented to you. So we're going to go with a bonus 5. Number 26, you might want to offer home delivery for people. Number 27, you might want to become a landscaper. Number 28, you might want to sell stuff via mail order. And the reason why I say that, there are still people who are not adept at doing things via the internet. So they still order stuff via mail. And you might be someone who can still make money doing that. 29, network marketing businesses. There are a ton of those that are out there. That might be something that you can rally around, a product or a service that already exists, and you just offer it to people as well as part of network marketing. And then you might have the gift to be able to do some sales and marketing and tell people how they can increase and build their sales and all that stuff. You might have a gift at doing all of these different things. So think about that. If that's something that you have a gift at doing, those are businesses that you can start. And so I want you to think about that. So that's all I have, 25 businesses that you can actually start. And if you have any questions, I want you to also go back out to your email and just send me a quick email if you have any questions. If there's something that you want to get more information about, or something that I might not have addressed on the webinar this evening that you might be able to need some assistance with, and I'll see if I can make that happen for you. Other than that, that's all I have for you this evening. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to join me and to get this information that will help take your business and your desire to launch your business to the next level. And let's go ahead and make it a reality. Once again, go out to your email and just simply send me a quick email, info@kennypugh.com, and just say, I want more information. And then I'll provide you with some additional information to help you get started. But stop procrastinating, because procrastination is not going to get you to realize your dream of being a business owner. And with that, I say good evening and have a great rest of your evening and a great day. And I look forward to connecting with you and working with you going forward, if that's something that you could use my assistance with. All right, take care and have a great evening.